Hello students, this time we are going to learn a new chapter, that is cyber safety. This is chapter 15, first chapter of unit 3, and it is for class 11th students. See, here in this chapter we are going to learn what is cyber safety, means how can we use internet while browsing internet, what are the precautions we have to take care, how to use internet properly, how to work on it properly or in a safe way, so that no threats will come. Okay, these things we are going to learn in this chapter, that is cyber safety. See, first we should know why we are going to learn this chapter. Actually, internet has made many things easier, but at the same time it has poses many securities too, if not used in proper way. It means that if we use internet properly, then we may reduce these risks. Okay, we may remove these things, or we are not prone to any security risk if we use internet in a proper way. So it is very much beneficial if we know how to deal with internet, how to work properly with internet. So thus it is important to know about possible threats. First we are going to learn what are the threats over the internet. When we started using internet, what are the threats will come across us, and what are the challenges and risk of working on internet. First we will discuss these things to ensure personal safety and information security. Okay, so personal safety is the major thing, is the most important thing, I think, in the world of computers, in the world of internet. So we should learn these things. Let's see. First we are going to learn what is a cyber safety. Cyber safety, as we said, that it refers to the safe and responsible use of internet. Responsible use, proper use of internet is just a cyber safety. To ensure safety and security of personal information and not posing threat to anyone else's information. At the same time, first we have to take care, we have to secure, we have to made safe our personal information, and at the same time we should not pose any threat to anyone else information also. Okay, so we will not use any or we should not use any others information in a wrong way. So these things, this is known as cyber safety. Proper use of internet, responsible use of internet is known as cyber safety. Next is, what is identity theft? It is a type of threat which we may occur, which we may hamper during working with internet. So we have to take care of these things. First we should know what is identity theft. Identity theft is a type of fraud that involves using someone else's identity to steal money or gain other benefits. It means that if you have made any social networking site and you have given a lot of information, and these information are publicly viewed, then those information may get stolen. Okay, say for example your date of birth, your name, your other details, okay, where you have went colleges, okay, so many different information, different social sites ask with you, and they are protected, they are using some privacy rules. At the same time they also enable us to control our settings so that we can publicly view these things or not. So we should if we have not checked these things, and each and every information is publicly viewed to everyone, then there is a risk of identity theft. Okay, there is a risk of identity theft. Someone may guess your password, someone may gain access to your own account, okay, and they can use your account on behalf of your name and do some misconduct. Okay, so these things may happen. Online identity theft refers to an act of stealing someone's personal information such as name, login details, etc., and then posing as that person online. Okay, so the person who steals your information get online with your name, and it may be poses to others that you are online, and they will do some such activities which is not desirable, which is not legal. Okay, so if it is done, then it is known as identity theft. Okay. So next thing, how do websites track you online? Okay, actually when we browse internet and which we see some websites, then what happened, those websites know about know all info, more and more information they will know about us, and they can track that which websites we have seen, which part of the website we have seen, and what information we have downloaded, we have what we have how many websites we have visited, and which pages we have visited. These all information is tracked by the website we visited. So while online, everything almost everything is tracked and saved. Okay, first we should know how they track us online, and if we want to go anonymous, okay, if we want to hide that from tracking, then first we should know that how they track, and then we can do working online with anonymous system. So see here, whenever you visit a website, your web browser may reveal your location. First of all, location, it may be revealed. Okay, and IP address will be revealed. Through IP address, anyone can know your location also. It can also provide your search and browsing history. Okay, whatever you search and whatever you browse, history is history. Okay, these are saved in your account, and these can be accessed by any websites, which may be used by third parties like advertisers or even criminals, okay, for their benefit. The type of information is compiled through your web usage patterns, and which websites generally used for tracking includes. See here, actually when we browse, okay, the pattern is noted by them, and they may use these information for their benefit, for advertisings, for criminals. Okay, so first we know what they can track. Okay, see here, first they will know IP address. Whenever we open a website, the website knows your IP address. Okay, next is cookies and tracking scripts. They can track, they can see your cookies and tracking scripts also. Then HTTP referrer something is there, then super cookies are there, user agents are there. If you are not understanding some words here, then we will clarify in the next page. Okay, see here, first IP address. What is IP address? See, it is a unique address of your device when you connect to the internet. It is a unique address. A number is there. Okay, that is known as IP address, Internet Protocol address. And when you connected to the internet, a number is assigned to your computer. Okay, this number is known as IP address. This IP address is given to recognize you as a unique user, okay, over the internet. For your IP address, a website can determine your rough geographical location. Okay, using IP address, they can determine your location, like geographical location. So this can be done any website. Next is cookies and tracking scripts. What are these things? Cookies are nothing but it is a small text files on your computer storing a small piece of information related to your online habits. Online habits mean which websites you have visited, which pages you have visited, what you have, what is your login ID, what is your not password, login ID. Okay, these things is saved in a text file for each and every websites which stores cookies in your computer. Okay, so these information can be tracked by websites. They have plenty legitimate uses. They are actually cookies are made for some benefited uses. Okay, benefited uses, that is known as legitimate uses. Okay, better uses. For example, when you sign in your online banking website, a cookie remembers your login information. Login information means your user ID they will recognize, and whenever you open those websites, they will automatically fill some of the information, some of the fields. Okay, it will benefit us not to remember these things. So some legitimate use is there, but these can be used for tracking also. Okay, next is HTTP referrer. When you click a link to an outside website of a web page, suppose you have visited a web page and somewhere there is advertisement. Okay, some animation is there, some advertisement is there. Okay, and whenever you click on that advertisement or picture or the link, okay, that is known as HTTP referrer, and the browser see, next thing you see, then the linked website will get opened and internally information about you such as your IP address, location, web browser, machine type, etc. These very information will be shared with that link also. Okay, from that website, which will be provided to the linked website. So it is known as HTTP referrer. Understood? That when you it means that when you open a website, okay, in that website, particular website, you fill some information, and then you see that some advertisement is coming, some other information is displaying, okay, for some other websites. Then you click, whenever you click on that type of information, it will open some other browser, okay, another websites, and at the same time all the information which you have entered or which is saved by the previous website will also be shared with that linked websites. This is known as HTTP referrer. Okay, so next is super cookies. These cookies are also cookies. This is same text file, simple text file is stored in your computer and keeps some information which are beneficial for us. Okay, once these super cookies are also cookies, but they are persistent cookies. Persistent cookies means they will come back even after you delete them. Okay, normal cookies can be deleted from our computer. Okay, there is an option, you can go to settings of the browser and then cookies, you can remove cookies. Okay, all the information or the websites which may track you will not able to track again. Okay, but super cookies are those cookies which are persistent cookies and they will come back even after you delete them. So these are the super cookies. How it is possible? See here, super cookies store cookies data in multiple places, and when a website notices that you have deleted part of super cookie, the information is repopulated from other location. Means from other location, if you have deleted at one place, then from other place the same information will get copied and stored there. This is known as super cookies. They are riskier, more riskier, okay, than normal cookies. Next is user agent. User agent means your browser also sends a user agent every time you connect to a website. This tells website your browser and operating system, providing another piece of data that can be stored and used as target ads. Okay, user agents are nothing but websites keep these things. Some websites have user agents, and they get information about your operating system, about your browser, about your websites which you are visiting. Okay, so these information are also shared with that website. Okay, through all these things a website can track you. and know your habits, know your browsing habits, and so many things they will know about your and accordingly, if advertisers are there, they will advertise with the help of these things, okay, particular information. And then if criminals are there, they will do some other type of things. So through these things, a website will come. All the above leaks, all the above things leaks your identity information to websites. Solution is, there is a solution also, you can understand. If you don't want to share these things, then there is a very simple solution is there. Thus just you browse your websites privately. Private browsing or anonymous browsing is very much helpful to remove these things, okay, to render these things, to stop these things, sharing of these things is stop, you can stop. Just you get to go to any almost all browsers support these things, private browsing and anonymous browsing. Incognito browsing is there, okay. Just go to menu, and then before visiting any website, go to menu and then open the website in incognito mode or in private browsing mode. Then what will happen? The website is not able to track any of these things and you become safe, okay. Now next, to understand what is private browsing, we are giving you more detail here. What is private browsing? See, a type of browsing where in browser opens in incognito mode. Incognito mode means invisible mode, anonymous mode, private mode, like this, or through proxy or VPN. VPN can also be used, virtual private network, and does not store cookies about your online activity is called private browsing. Private browsing allows users to view websites without revealing any personal information to the user, like their IP address, machine type, location, etc. That is why private browsing, anonymous browsing, incognito browsing is considered a better way of browsing the internet. So private browsing hides everything, almost everything, your personal information, your IP address, your machine type, your location, okay, these things will be. And also it is also possible that cookies will also be not saved, which are riskier, which through which they can know that which websites you have visited, what is your login ID, which pages you have visited. This can also be reduced. This is known as private browsing. Just go to menu and you will see private browsing, anonymous browsing, incognito browsing option. Just click it and normally browse the website and everything will be hidden. Next, confidentiality of information. To make information confidential, okay, to make the information hidden, how it is possible? See, confidentiality of information ensures that only authorized users get access to sensitive and protected data. Only authorized person, the person you have authorized or you have given access, they can only read your information, know your information, and other people is not able, any unauthorized person is not able to know your information or to get access to your information, sensitive and protected information. So best practices used to ensure confidentiality are as follows. If you want to hide your information, to confident your information, then these are the best practices. See, what are those practices? First, use firewall wherever possible. Okay, almost in every computer firewall is on, almost on. So firewall must be on. If unfortunately if it is off, then you should on it from control panel, okay, or from the settings. You will find settings and then there will be, you will just keep search firewall and will open your firewall. Now firewall, what is firewall? Firewall is a program that monitors all communications and traps all illicit packets. Okay, so this is the next is control browser settings to block tracking. Browsers, there is a settings in the browsers, so you can block tracking by setting these controls. To minimize threats, you can turn your default browser settings to exclude cookies, okay, not to save cookies, since they can be used to build up detailed profiles of your surfing pattern. Next thing, browse privately wherever possible to avoid the tracking by websites. Browse internet privately. This way websites would not be able to store cookies which give information about your search pattern and surf history. Next, be careful while posting on internet. When you post anything to a public internet, never post your crucial information like your personal details. Okay, so be careful these things. Ensure safe sites while entering crucial information. Okay, you should ensure that a website is safe or not. Whenever you enter some sensitive information such as your date of birth or some other information, you must ensure safe sites. How it is possible, how to ensure these things? See here. Whenever a website asks for your personal details, ensure that the address contains HTTPS, the browser address. Okay, where you type some address, you will see that there must be the starting letters must be like this, HTTPS. Okay, and also a padlock sign, a lock sign is there, and that lock sign must be locked. Okay, so these two things you have to see. Now this is necessary, okay, to check that the website is safe or not. If anything missing, then it must be unsafe site. So take care of those things. Next thing, you must ensure to safe site that type the URL of the website in the address bar of the browser by your own. Means somewhere you will find some website addresses written, and whenever you click on that website name, it get opened those websites, or some advertisement somewhere you will see. Never do like those things. If you are going to enter some sensitive information, never do like this. Always what you have to do, always you type URL, means the website address, on the address bar by yourself by using keyboard. Okay, or some virtual keyboard will be there. Okay, using those things you just type the address of the website by yourself. This is necessary if you want to be safe, okay, while entering some sensitive information. Next thing, carefully handle emails. Never open attachment in an email from unrecognized source. If source is unrecognized, okay, you don't know from where it is come, okay, then you never open the attachment. First you don't open that mail. Okay, if accidentally you have opened the mail, then don't never open any attachment from unauthorized users or unauthorized source. So next more thing is that also never click on any link inside an email to open it. If email is coming, okay, and you don't know from where it comes, okay, you are not recognizing, and there is some link is given, never click that link by using mouse. Okay, just if it is necessary to open those websites, then you by yourself type the address in the address bar of the browser. Okay, address of the address bar and address on the address bar by yourself by using keyboard, by using something. Okay, only those these things, never click that link by yourself. Okay, rather if you need to visit the link website, type the URL of the website on your own in the address bar of a web browser, but never click it. Okay, Next thing, do not give sensitive information on wireless networks. If you are using Wi-Fi and that Wi-Fi is public Wi-Fi, okay, provided by some public vendors, then never provide any sensitive information, even your phone number. See here, wireless connections such as the Wi-Fi connection available on airports or railway stations are not encrypted, and hence information on it can be tapped and used for fraudulent purposes. Okay, fraud can be happen. So why, if you are using Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, never enter any sensitive information. Avoid using public computers. But avoid using public computers. But if you need work on a public computer, that make sure browse privately. So first of all, you avoid using public computers. You use your own computers. Even on mobile, almost everything is possible. You can do banking, and or you can browse any websites on mobile phone also. But if you necessarily need any public computer to work with, then these should be make sure. First, browse privately. Open browser in private mode. Don't save login details. Never save password. Avoid entering sensitive information. Okay, disable the feature that stores passwords. Properly log out before leaving. Many of us forget to log out. Okay, so don't just close the browser. First you log out the account, then you close the browser. Okay, and also while before closing the browser, erase history and traces and cookies. Okay, everything you erased, you can find this erase option in the settings box. Just go to menu and settings will be there. So these must be done to avoid any mishappening. Okay, so if you want to keep your information hidden, confidential, then these you must ensure. Next thing, what is a cyber crime? Next, first we have learned that what is cyber safety, how can we use or work with internet properly in a proper way. Okay, how to hide some information, what is private browsing, we have learned. Now next, something happened to us. Okay, any crime happened or any fraud is happened. Okay, it may be possible, it may, if it is happened, then what is cyber crime and what are those things? We should understand each and every topic here. See here, any criminal offense that is facilitated by or involves the use of electronic communication or information systems, including any electronic device, computer or internet, is referred to as cyber crime. Any criminal offense, okay, any criminal offense that is facilitated by or involves any electronic communication, electronic systems, information systems, okay, mobile, computer, internet, okay, these things have been used to do some criminal offense, then this is known as cyber crime. It is not normal crime, it is cyber crime. Okay. Now the procedure for reporting cyber crime is more or less same. There is no some confusion may be there that where to complain or where to report these cyber crimes if it is happened on mobile, through mobile or through banking, through internet banking also, or so many things happen, then where to report it. There is no other option, just it is same, more or less same as you report for any other type of offense. Okay, so reporting any other kind of offense, it are more or less same. Okay, there is no other, there is no any separate procedure, there is same procedure. Okay, so if any cyber crime happens, one must report it to parent. First you have to report to it parents, then school authorities, and then to police. Okay, understood? Now understood what are cyber crimes. Okay, what are cyber crimes mean? Any type of different types of cyber crimes are there. So first is cyber bullying, cyber stalking. See here, harassing, demeaning, embarrassing, defaming, intimidating someone using modern technologies like internet, cell phones, instant messages, social networking sites, etc. is called cyberbullying. Okay, harassing, demeaning, embarrassing, defaming, intimidating, anything is done with the help of modern technology like internet, mobile, computers, cell phones, social networking sites. These are all comes under cyberbullying. Next is cyber stalking. Cyber stalking is a kind of online harassment, is a kind of cyberbullying, okay, wherein the victim is subjected to a barrage of online messages. Okay, so many messages, lots of hundreds, thousands, okay, of messages or email messages or SMSs will be sent to the victim. Okay, so this is known as cyber stalking. And emails. Typically, these stalkers know their victims, and instead of resorting to offline stalking, they use the internet to stalk. They use the internet to stalk. A cyber stalker relies upon the anonymity afforded by the internet to allow them to stalk their victim without being detected. Okay, so they don't want to be detected. That's why they use internet, social network site, messages, emails, and then harass their victims or their persons. Stalkers do like this. Okay, they want to be hidden. So cyber stalking is like this. Okay. Now next is identity fraud. Identity fraud is more or less same as identity theft. See here, online identity fraud or theft refers to an act of stealing someone's personal information such as name, login details, and then posing as that person online. Okay, someone knows your email or password or networking sites login ID and password, then they logged in, and then what happened, your name will come in front, and whatever the message they will give, it is treated that you are giving. This is known as identity fraud or identity theft. Now whatever online activity happens after this is thought to be of the person whose identity details are stolen and being used. Okay, so what happened here, the victim becomes the is posed as a criminal or as a crime. Okay, posed as, but it is not the fact. It is the possessed person is not the criminal, it is the victim. Okay, he is the victim, or he or she is the victim. Some other person are the crime. So while online identity theft happens, one can gain access to other personal information such as name, login details, Aadhaar numbers, etc., and use this information for illegal activities such as harassing others, stalking others, or for conducting cyber crimes, etc. So take care of those things if you are if you want to hide your identity. We have discussed so many things how to hide your identity. The simplest method is to browse websites or any networking sites using private browsing, anonymous browsing, incognito browsing. Okay, so these things. Next, digital footprint. Digital footprint, it is nothing but the websites uses some tracking system. They track us, and those are also known as digital footprint. See, digital footprints are the records and the traces individuals' activities as they use the internet. Digital footprints are the permanently stored. Okay, the records or traces individual activities on the internet is known as digital footprint. You have used social networking site, you have opened any website, okay, you have used WhatsApp, okay, and written some messages. These are all known as digital footprint, and these are all records, and they are stored permanently. Even if you are able to delete something, but if once it comes online, it may it is saved somewhere else also. Okay, so take care of writing anything before sending anything. It is safe to assume that anything you do, publish or post online may be there permanently and won't be washed away. Okay, if you are able to delete some things, but it is not like that. It shows you that it is deleted, but they are permanently stored as a digital footprint. Digital footprints last forever, and colleges and job companies, these are having some legitimate use also, benefit use also is there. If someone is having a good habit, then these digital footprints will help them in getting jobs, in getting admission in reputed colleges. Okay, why it is happening? Because the colleges and the job companies will look back at them to see if you are what you portray. Okay, and how you conduct yourself actually. So it is important. So next is, what are the usage rules for effective use of social networking site? Next we are going to learn the different usage rules for effective use of social networking sites. We have used so many social networking sites earlier. We have used Facebook, we have used WhatsApp. Okay, these are what? These are social networking sites. So if we want to use these networking sites if in an effective way, then these are the we are going to give you some rules or some usage rules which will benefit you. To conduct yourself in a responsible way and to enjoy using social media, you should follow following usage rules applicable on the use of all social media. So if you want to conduct yourself in a responsible way and want to enjoy social media, these are the rules given here. You should follow it. See one by one. First, be authentic. Be honest about your identity. Never pose as authorized person of an institution or organization. Okay. Never pose yourself that you belong to those institute or those organization or those you are member of that party or you are member of those things. Don't do like that. If you genuinely belong to an institution or organization, then only you give that I am authorized person. Okay, otherwise you never pose like this. Okay, that you belong to that particular organization or that particular institution. Never use these things. Use a disclaimer that while sharing your personal views about something, do make it clear that these are your personal views and you do not represent any institution or organization here. Yes, what it happens, okay, many time some students write some information that and tell that I belong to that particular institution and that particular organization, and it will make a bad reputation for that particular organization or institution. So never do like these things. Instead you write that it is your personal view, it is your personal matter, and that's why you are writing like this. So use a disclaimer. Next is, don't pick fights online. Okay, if someone respond to your post in a way you do not find good, convey your message unhappiness through conservative post messages while choosing right words. Okay, don't pick fight online. Never fight online. Someone respond, if a response is not appropriate and you don't want that this type of response will come to your messages, to your inbox, then you just in a conservative way or in just limited words you tell these words to the person. Okay, don't fight online. Don't write so many things or so many words or so many words. These things don't matter. Next, Okay, here don't use fake names or pseudonyms. Okay, if you are giving your name, okay, on social networking sites and those names are fake names, it is not a good manner. Okay, so always use proper names. Don't use pseudonyms, don't use some nicknames. Okay, use proper names. So never pretend to be someone else online. Modern tracking tools can easily track anonymous posts and their authors. So even if you use some fake names or you are showing that I am that, I am those, I am this, and you are making fool some other person, then think that it is not like that. Old days, these are new technologies. You never pretend to be someone else online. Modern tracking systems are so much robust that they can recover that who are you, actually who are you. So protect your identity. Never provide or post personal information online. Never post your personal info. Name you can give, but no, don't give other information. Okay. So do your information or post pass publicity test. Publicity test means if you are giving or posting some information on the networking sites online, and think before sending any information, you must ensure that if this information is to be passed between peoples in a local way, not online, in a physical way, physical environment. If it is correct in the physical environment or in telephonic environment, then only you post those information on the internet. This is known as publicity test. See here, if you post or message is not acceptable for face-to-face conversation over the telephone or in another medium, then it is also not acceptable for a social site too. So if it is acceptable, if your information is acceptable in face-to-face conversation, then only you post your information. Okay, so next, respect your audience means don't use slangs, personal insults, obscenity, or engage in any conduct that would not be acceptable in your connected world. So respect your audience. Okay, respect other sentiments also. You should never post anything that may compromise someone's privacy or hurt someone's sentiments. Okay, never post anything that may compromise someone's privacy or hurt someone's sentiments. Next, one thing also important, monitor comments. Most people who maintain social media sites welcome comments. It builds credibility and community. Okay, it will give you credibility and immunity. So always monitor comments, means reply your comments also. Give a reply. Okay, if you have not so much time, then 1 or 2 words is sufficient. You just reply. It will be it will satisfy your audience, okay, your persons, your friends. So always reply something. Next, now we have completed this topic, that is cyber safety. And in this cyber safety we have learned so many things. We have learned how to use properly internet, how websites track us, what are the cyber crimes, what are the different things, okay, and how can we conduct over social networking site, what are the rules, what are the usage rules of social networking site. Now we have given you some exercises. Check your progress, okay, and write your answers or exercises in your own. So many questions are there, okay, and you better know those answers and you can give answers like this. Thank you. We hope you have understood the topic well.